Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going on a digital treasure hunt. If you've ever walked past a property and thought, I wonder what the story is there, well, you're in the right place. Grab your digital magnifying glass because we're diving deep into the public records of King County, Washington. Looking to unlock the secrets of King County real estate without spending a dime? Well, we are going to discover the free and easy way to access property records online. Whether you're a curious homeowner, a prospective buyer, or a real estate professional, there is an absolute wealth of information sitting right at your fingertips. You just need to know exactly where to look and how to connect the dots. Here's the roadmap for our investigation today. We'll start with an intro to property records, move into accessing the right databases, then go step-by-step through the Parcel Viewer and eReal property tools. After that, we'll cover advanced search tips and finish up with a quick recap and important disclaimer. All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, Intro to Property Records. By tapping into King County's decentralized network of public databases, you can basically reconstruct a property's entire profile. We're talking legal verification of ownership, which is absolutely critical if you're a title examiner or a buyer. You get a clear understanding of property tax assessments and liabilities straight from the county assessor. Plus, you get incredible insights into the property's history, from spatial boundaries to structural improvements and past sales. Want to know if that backyard addition was ever legally permitted? It's all there, waiting for you to find it. Moving right along to Section 2, accessing the right databases. Now, because King County's records are spread out across specialized departments, doing this for zero cost requires a structured search protocol. And this brings us to one of the most common pitfalls for beginners. Search engines can easily confuse King County, Washington with similarly named jurisdictions. If you aren't careful, a quick web search might dump you into the King County Appraisal District in Guthrie, Texas, managing taxes for the Guthrie Common School District, or even the Kings County Assessor's Office down in California. So, to prevent an administrative dead end, always make absolutely sure your browser is connected exclusively to the official portals of King County, Washington. So where exactly do we go in Washington? Think of this as your cheat sheet. King County's data is maintained by multiple administrative divisions. If you want assessed values, you head to the eReal property tool. For legal deeds and recorded documents, you'll need the landmark web from the recorder's office. For GIS mapping, you use the Parcel Viewer. And for building permits, you'll check the Excella portal. Today, we're really going to focus on how to navigate these specific official sources. But here's the catch. To search across all these different silos, you need a master key. In King County, that key is the Parcel Identification Number, or PIN. It's a unique 10-digit number. Basically, it's the property's digital fingerprint. Resolving a physical street address into this 10-digit PIN is the foundational phase of your entire research project, because almost every database requires it to pull up the correct file. Which brings us perfectly to Section 3, step-by-step with the Parcel Viewer. Finding that PIN is actually incredibly straightforward. Step 1, just open up the interactive King County Parcel Viewer in your web browser. Step 2, type the complete physical street address into the search bar up in the top left corner. Quick tip, if your exact address doesn't pop up right away, try typing just the street number and name without words like avenue or street. Step 3, once the map zooms in on the property, a summary window will pop up. Right there on that summary, you'll spot your 10-digit PIN. Write that number down or copy it to your clipboard. Boom, you have officially found your master key. Before we move on to using that PIN, I want to drop a really quick practical tip. The Parcel Viewer is awesome for flat screens, but what if you want to see those boundaries out in the real world? There are complementary tools out there, like the Parcel Vision app for iOS. It uses GPS and your phone's camera to draw the recorded county boundary lines directly over the real terrain as you walk it. It's a fantastic visual reference if you want to see exactly where a property line hits relative to a fence or a driveway. All right, let's keep building. Section 4, step-by-step with eReal Property. The eReal Property Search is really the core descriptive database for King County. Here's your workflow. First, navigate to the eReal Property webpage. Second, and this saves you from struggling with weird address variations, simply paste in that 10-digit PIN you just found. Third, hit Search, and you'll be presented with a multi-tabbed property detail report. This is where the magic happens, and where the most detailed administrative data lives. The sheer volume of data you can extract from eReal Property in just a few clicks is astounding. Poking around under the various tabs, you can discover detailed building specs, like exact square footage and the age of the structural improvements. You can see the current ownership lineage. If you scroll down to the bottom of the property details, you'll hit the tax roll history, showing liabilities and assessed values. You can even view the sales history of the parcel, generally stretching from the mid-1980s all the way to the present.
Now let's kick things up a notch with Section 5, Advanced Search Tips.
If you want to do serious historical or legal research, like digging up original deeds or tracing ownership back a century, a street address just isn't going to cut it. You're going to need the legal description. As defined here, a legal description uses standardized identifiers. For platted properties, it's the lot and block in a subdivision. For unplatted land, it uses section, township, range coordinates. And don't worry, you can easily grab the legal description right at the top of the property report inside the parcel viewer we used earlier. Armed with your PIN and your legal description, you are fully ready for the recorder's office. King County processes the legal transfer of land and easements through the Landmark Records search system. Here's how you use it. Open the Landmark portal. Select the Search by Parcel option. Enter your 10-digit PIN. This simple step will instantly reveal a list of digitized legal documents, like deeds and mortgages, recorded from 1997 to the current day. You can actually view and print these images directly from your browser. But what if you need to go further back than the 1990s? This is exactly where your legal description becomes essential. For true historical deep dives, you might encounter the Torrens system, which is an alternate method from 1907 where the state actually guarantees the title. You can also reach out to the Puget Sound Regional Archives, which holds microfilmed tax assessment rolls dating from 1891 all the way to 1941. We're talking real historical artifacts. And if the property is inside Seattle city limits, the Seattle Department of Construction holds property abstract books that track literally every single ownership change up to 1990. Real quick, before we recap, here are a couple of free bonus tools mentioned in our sources that are super helpful. If you're researching within Seattle and want the scoop on building permits or code violations, UrbanKit Studio offers an awesome free Seattle property report using open data. Or if you just want a streamlined interface to quickly look up a parcel number across different counties without getting lost in clunky government menus, Assessor Search is a highly recommended free alternative. Finally, we've made it to Section 6, Recap and Important Disclaimer. If you take absolutely nothing else away from this explainer, please let it be this sequential workflow. Number 1, always ensure you are on the official King County, Washington websites. Number 2, resolve your street address by plugging it into the parcel viewer to get your 10-digit PIN. Number 3, march that PIN straight over to the eReal property tool to discover tax, ownership, and structural data. And number 4, if you need the actual legal deeds or plats, input that PIN or legal description into the Landmark Records search. Now, here is a crucial point we have to mention. While the information provided by King County's online portals is incredibly accurate, reliable, and entirely free for your research, these GIS maps and online summaries are not official legal surveys. You must always verify details independently. We highly advise seeking professional advice from a title examiner, a lawyer, or a financial advisor if you have specific legal or financial queries regarding a property. And that wraps up our digital investigation for today. The tools are free, they are accessible right from your web browser, and they hold the stories of millions of parcels of land. So I'll leave you with this question. What hidden history is waiting to be uncovered in your property's past? Grab your street address, go find your PIN, and find out. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy hunting.